Hello, everyone. What is up?
What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? What are you doing? Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, everybody in the stream chat. Marcus. Bad news to Cruz, ex Mortis. Shout out to Dan Icavelli. He's one of our lifetime members. Pancreas. Pish. The Real Hammer, Billy Lee. Roger and Bald Bull. Hater Shack, what is up, man? 2 underscores. What is going on? Pepster and Lord BBH. A-Train. Clover Shroom. Mini Beach. Mr. Meow Meow Pants. Elwood Blues joining us as well. Black Atlas. Hello, everyone. Bullmaster, what is up? King and Orlando. Adam, thank you for joining us. Galloping Mom in the stream chat, everybody. That's my mom. Say hello. Hello, Mother. Thank you for being here. Amir and Gabe. Super, what is up? The Dubs Club and Rehab Submarine. He's right there. I see him. He's here. Jumping General. Jose and Saturday Morning Fan. Elser. 1,029 going on the floor today. That's just a few. Jolt. Another crazy week. Jeffrey, what is up? We'll pack everything into the big stream. Josh, what is up? The Hype Man checking in. One-Eyed Willie and Agent. Jumping General saying not much longer will be at 2,000. Well, we'll have to get the second and third floors ready before we hit that milestone. But for now, still marching ever forward until the Vault Series starts. Soon. It's all coming up. Jeffrey, that will be revealed soon. Bleen saying this place is awesome. Just look at the look and feel of Galloping Ghost takes you back. It's a time machine. Love hearing it. So many of these great games. Where else are you going to play them? Some never even been seen before. It's an honor to curate all these great machines. Jumping General asks, can I ask how many games are in the vaults? Oh, you can ask. I'll even tell you. There's currently around 280 games in the vaults. Just a few. And there's more on the way. We have stuff in transit right now. Todd, what is up? Right now we have we have 2 games out in Florida. We have 1 game out in California. We've got 1 game out in Italy. We have 2 games or 2 boards coming in from Japan. Joel, the vaults are something to behold. I was down at the vaults, and just walking around. There's so much history in the vaults as well. Currently, items like we've got some of the masks from Spectre Files in there. We've got an Endo T-800 skull that was going to be used in the Terminator game. We got props from games. We've got industry gifts. We've got so much stuff in the vaults. Roger, that's the goal. We don't have anything in the vaults. If we had more room. The Ed 209 doing his duty, making sure that the vaults are always safe. If it's not the one and only Fat Chris.
Hey, yo, Fat Chris, what is up, dude? Yeah! Sorry!
What is up, man?
Say something. Oh, God. I was at a heart attack. Why did you say that? I'll never do that again.
Elwood working on some piano covers for the intro themes. Love to hear them, man. I got to hang out with Jeff Lee last week a little bit, and Bowlmaster talking about the history and the stories that get shared during those walkarounds. And every time I get to sync up with industry people, I get to glean even more information, and it's always so awesome. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, March 3rd, 2025, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time, game number 1029, going on the arcade floor. Last week, number 1028 was none other than Flame Gunner, released from Gaps back in 1999, I believe. From out of nowhere, the crowd. Flame Gunner, very cool game. Kind of gave me those Blood Brothers, Cabal vibes. Little bit unique controls to it. I saw some people struggling with it. But, very cool hardware, a very cool, very late game to come out. Kind of having that Dreamcast, PlayStation era visuals to it. Nothing really like it. I couldn't really name anything like it on the arcade floor. People were comparing it to like Die Hard and such, and cool game. It looks like people are gonna be. It's not super long. I'm anxious to see if anybody can 1cc it. It'll take some time. We'll see. But Flame Gunner on the arcade floor now for everybody to enjoy. We have, of course, the Arcade Wars Game of the Month. This month it is none other than Metal Slug. Well, actually, that was probably February's, right? I would assume I believe this tournament is over. Waffles asking me, do I want to see him? I don't think I do. I'm gonna bet that. Well, let's see him. Let's see what these numbers look like. I always look at our stuff first. Let me see here. We did 273,000. Stephen Lucas getting the top score on it, and Claudio Capello and King rounding out our people putting in scores. I would have felt better if I saw like a Chris Plackey in there or something. So, a lifetime member, Chris Plackey, pillar of the community, team leader, Chris Plackey, former Gamer of the Year, Mortal Kombat, Ghost Lord tech holder. So you should know that score would have done something, but nothing coming in. So who'd we lose to? Literally everybody. Terrible. I don't know. Not too good. Who won? High Score Arcade. That's cool. That's cool that High Score won. A little suspect that player's just named AAA. I don't know about that. Come on now. That's not standard. You can just make up some initials and a number. Come on. Oh, well. Congrats to High Score for putting up those numbers. No new tournament announced yet, which, we'll see. It's so hit or miss if everybody's into putting in scores sometimes. It all depends on who's making it out. Been a busy week here. We've 7 days a week we're fixing things, getting everything, all the wear and tear, always fixing things here. We've had a few unique challenges recently, just some tough games. We were showing off our Tattoo Assassins cabinet not too long ago, about how there was a double EEPROM, and I saw somebody was like, "Oh, those are easy EEPROMs to get." It's like, no, it's not one of the memory ROMs. This was like a battery double EEPROM chip that makes the attract mode work. But so the new double EEPROM that we put in failed. We put a new one of those in, and it is back up 100% again, our Tattoo Assassins cabinet. Unreleased prototype. Excellent diagnosis from Master Tech Doug Fox for figuring out what the issue was, and I gotta say, it was not easy to track those chips down. Had to use, and this is one of the very interesting things, had to find out what this chip was doing. Could not find an original chip, so had to find an equivalent, and went to AI to help figure that out. ChatGPT coming up with a proper replacement chip. And, AI is starting to help us even more figure out and repair arcade games, which is really interesting. This Saturday, Double Dragon was freezing up, was crashing going into stage 3. Started to look at it, noticed it had a ROM 2 error, and they don't. There's like 15. There's probably 20 chips or so on the board, so it's nothing labeled as ROM 2. We're like typed into ChatGPT. Hey, what is ROM 2? What is that referring to? It gave the exact chip number and board location of what the problem chip was. Took it out, and it turned out it was corrupt. It was, which is very unusual. We have not had a lot of ROM failures, like chips going actually corrupt. We have legs break or sockets go bad. Much more common. Very unusual a ROM actually fails. So, very interesting. Got to keep, as a one of the techs here, you got to constantly keep using the new tools that come out. So, very cool. Happy to have that Double Dragon fixed and back up and running for everybody to enjoy. And we got to do a stream one of these days about some AI and tech and repair. We'll do a podcast on it one of these days. One of the many podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, huge thanks to Leslie Chambers for having me on the Collect All Monsters podcast this weekend on YouTube. Was joined by not only Leslie, but Marcellus Winters and Greg Betters, who are huge in the Godzilla modeling kit community. And great time talking with them. Very fun. Some amazing questions. Hope to be back on it at some point. We got a lot of Godzilla stuff coming up, but that's not for this stream. But soon. Check out Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo to keep up on all of that news. This week, again, going back to the tech side, you know, I walk around the arcade. I've walked around a lot of arcades. I walk around looking at arcades like Prince Arcades, and, you know, one of my favorite things to do, going over to Underground Retrocade out in East Dundee and seeing all their beautiful monitors, and Scott does such a phenomenal job of keeping his monitors looking nice. With so many monitors, we occasionally have to swap tubes, and there's no other way to do that. So making another trip out to Troy Smith's this week, TNT, Tilt Amusement, not TNT, that's Todd. Tilt Amusements. Troy has hooked us up with so many pinball machines and video games, arcade games, and parts. And, you know, last time we went out there, it was, me and Waffles grabbed a bunch of monitors, 31 monitors, and got a lot of games looking better than they'd looked in a bit. So very, very happy and thankful that Troy Smith is out there helping us out with such things. So we're going back out there this week, this Wednesday. That'll be a day. Then on Thursday, GGA Jeremiah, the talent, will be back streaming. He was playing, you know, it's so crazy. It's not even that many days ago. I don't know if I can remember. It seems like a month ago since we did that stream. Was it Altered Beast? Oh, Dragon Blaze. It was Dragon Blaze. That is correct. Amazing Psycho Shmup from 1999. Dragon Blaze. GGA Jeremiah finding out a lot of text, jumping a lot of pegs on the Arcade High scoreboard. Very cool. This week, he'll be back. What he'll be streaming? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? We will find out probably Thursday when we decide what he's going to be streaming. Kind of have to let it build up to that, and we'll have something good. If we're streaming Dragon Blaze, and you look at all these last Crackdown and Altered Beast and Gain Ground, some amazing games getting streamed out there. Join us Thursday for that. That'll be a good one. March 15th is coming up. We've got the Galloping Ghost Arcade and Video Game Swap Meet. We are bringing out a lot of stuff. We're going to have arcade boards and maybe a couple of cabinets, some parts, some rarities, some artwork, a lot of things. No, definitely there's going to be people bringing some consoles and other video game memorabilia. So come on down to the Galloping Ghost production offices just down the street from the arcade. There's no entry fee to the swap meet. We do have a couple of tables still open, so if you want tables, hit us up on Facebook. We'll get you set up there. Looking forward to it. It is going to be a great... We haven't done one in so long. And there is just so much stuff that, we don't necessarily need. So, good stuff, though. So join us Saturday, March 15th down at Galloping Ghost Productions for the Galloping Ghost Arcade and Video Game Parts Swap Meet. We've got calendars getting very, very full. We'll be at C2E2. That is officially on the books. We've had so many people asking, C2E2, what are you guys bringing? We're going to be bringing some stuff maybe you haven't seen before. I'm sure we're going to have some stuff that you haven't seen before. We've had people asking, are we running a tournament? Waffles, do you feel like doing a tournament at C2E2? I'd say, let's give a high percentage maybe right now. It's looking pretty good. Last time it would have been difficult because so many people were on all of the machines. But looking like we'll do a C2E2 tournament. We'll see if we can't make that happen. We know people wanna see it. Dark Presence will be there in full force. This last weekend, talking with so many of the actors from Dark Presence, talked to Jerry and Kelly and Andrea and Lumbo, and so awesome. I'm thinking we might hopefully have several of the actors at C2E2 sign some autographs. We'll see. It'll be fun. So come on out for that at C2E2. We're going to have a lot of games. Probably a tournament. Probably a belt on the line. Should be good. Looking forward to it. We will also have Dark Presence in full force at Combo Breaker. So looking forward to that. And it's going to be, I know our calendar is definitely full. I'm probably forgetting a few things. You can look all you want for things that we're doing on social media. We probably don't post them because that's how we are. We're too busy doing things to be posting about all the things that we're doing. Huge shout-outs to Bad News to Cruz. Happy birthday, man. Hope you are doing well. And look forward to your next visit. We have a bit of unfortunate news to mention, though. Our good friends over at the One-Up Arcade out in Brisbane making their official announcement that they're going to be closing their doors, which is so unfortunate. They've been such pillars of the arcade community, always running the Arcade Wars tournament, making sure everything on there is fun, getting players involved, and really pushing things forward, which is such a great thing. I've talked to the people that work there, and the owners have stopped out, talked to them often, and they were really doing everything right, everything growing for them, and came down to the building getting sold out from under them, the landlord repurposing things, and so unfortunate because it is tough to have an arcade open and then to get big enough to where it can sustain and keep growing and doing everything that they were doing. And the One-Up Arcade out in Brisbane, it's really, really unfortunate because those guys were doing everything right, and it's just a difficult thing. So I hope the best thing would be if they could relocate. We'll see. I know how it is such a difficult thing, but we wish them the best of luck to everybody over at the One Up Arcade out in Brisbane. And a huge thank you to them for everything that they've brought to the arcade community. Talked with those guys so many times. I believe Steven was out here that one time, and we had this awesome podcast that I don't know if that ever actually aired or not, but you could see how passionate he was about the place. So awesome to see them make it all work, and so unfortunate to see the announcement of them closing their doors. But the absolute best of luck to them. But it is an important thing. We talk about it all the time, supporting your local arcade. Make sure you're going out to all the arcades out there worldwide. We've got players like Jimbo Slice over there he travels to the UK and stuff. He goes to arcades everywhere he can. So that's such an awesome thing. So Prince Arcades, Underground Retrocade, Headless Horseman Arcade, Star Worlds. There's so many Vintage Vault, Geeks Mania. Check them all out. It's an important part of it. Arcade Club. Wouldn't forget Arcade Club. Make sure you're going to those arcades. When you're there, make sure you're putting in some scores. Speaking of scores, why don't we summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GGA Tommy Waffles.
Hello.
We'll add in all that fanfare later. Now, what was I watching?
It was Vianality. It was a
Vianality, the MK9 tournament. Players that are playing Mortal Kombat 9, and I gotta say, I've seen the competition of what's still out there running around. Without any question in my mind, the absolute best Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, GGA Tommy Waltz. It ain't even close.
I try to stay sharp.
Your whole roster, I bet, is pretty kicking right now.
A bunch of games and they want to play it, so.
Tom, how are the scores?
Pretty good. We have a bunch of names to mention this week. We'll start off with Mr. John Liming. Now, this wasn't necessarily in the past 7 days, but it was a score we were busy trying to adjudicate for a little bit. What's up? Kind of low. I can raise it. Testing, 1, 2, testing. John? Yeah, Liming. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that's better. I also am kind of recovering from a cold. Lightbringer, crazy RPG, tons of secrets, and it was like an hour and a half long run. So, I like to take my time and really try to understand new games that kind of go through the judging filter going into arcade and stuff. So, very, very good stuff to John. That was the last of the batch when he came out here a few weeks ago. So, always good to see him. Hopefully the mic's okay. Not a 1cc. I believe close, though. Very close. Next up, we've got... Let me get on my list here. Mr. Rehab Submarine Brad Bach coming at you guys with a score in Flame Gunner. Now, I believe there will be updates next week on this game, but for this segment, Brad was able to collect the world record, actually from last week's run he did on stream. So that was the score we had. So very, very good stuff to Brad. Talk about out-of-the-box scoring. Fantastic job from him. I guess it kind of just clicked. Next up, we have got Ben Falls coming at you guys with a score in Mario Bros. That was a fun game, yeah. I believe he had either a high on Arcade or maybe the previous house high here, but just decided to break 1 million just on a random Monday last week. Got bored, I guess, and went for that. So very, very good stuff to Ben. Another slog of a marathon-esque game, an hour and a half or so. Just good stuff to Ben. I know he's got that. Donkey Kong Jr. score, that took him forever. He's got a Frogger score that's going to take him a minute on his scorecard. So, Ben, I hope you're practicing your endurance, doing some.
He does them like they're nothing, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. Like we're setting him up and he's hitting them down. So good stuff. Next up, we've got Mr. Andrew Iwasco coming at you guys with a couple scores. We've got a score in Marvel Land that was up a couple weeks ago, also a T20 game. And there's another score that I actually forgot that he got. Midnight Resistance? Whoa. I think we picked out a good one for him on that challenge card. It sounds like he kind of liked that one. Doc's got good taste.
I love Midnight Resistance. I've played it so much on the Genesis, and then had never played the arcade version before, and finding out that it was rotary stick, love it. I love rotary stick games. But how good is that? That's impressive.
Yeah, that's very good. For those of you that don't know, that was actually on Andrew's level 2 challenge card, and Doc had him 1cc it. A favorite game of Doc's. And it looks like he kind of got into the groove, really, really liked it. That's kind of like the idea behind the challenge cards, right? Having players explore games that they might not have thought to explore before.
I was hearing again, this is hard. It's a challenge. It's meant to be. But now look.
All right. It's looking good. Andrew's stocks are up for this year's Gamer of the Year. Who knows? Keep it on. Keep it on up. Last but not least, we've got a, very much not least, an integral member of the arcade scoring community, Galloping Ghost community, your former Gamer of the Year, Pete Hahn, with a new house high in Final Fight. Pete came out a couple times last week, actually. I think he set up a score, maybe a second place score on Wednesday or Tuesday, and then he came out a couple days later to set this one. Almost a one and done. He is the man with the plan. Came in. He was in and out pretty much. It was Thursday, I remember, because I was setting up the stream. Got it all nice and recorded, and you might even see it up on YouTube soon. Who knows? Going to be sharing his run, his 1cc run of Final Fight on the default settings. And that's going to be it.
All right. Tom, how was the weekend?
It was pretty good. I'm trying to think. Friday was busier than usual. Our busiest Friday since the end of Christmas break, so that was cool. Seeing people kind of coming out of the woodwork. It was kind of cold this weekend, chilly. So I think people just wanted a good place to hang out and have some fun inside. So that was cool. Saturday, pretty busy. I've been hearing things about pinball being packed 24/7. And there must be a good reason.
Since Evil Dead dropped, it is nonstop. It is people, spooky pinball doing such a great job on that machine. So many people coming out to check it out. Our good friend Barsum making the trek out. He was playing it. People love it. People are absolutely loving that game.
Yeah, it's definitely sold a couple upgrades, telling people brand new pinball reveal. So they went to go check it out. Business as usual. Excited to get to the game.
Make sure you're following Spooky Pinball LLC on Instagram and social media everywhere you can. They're somebody to be watching for sure. Creeping up, we're right there. Number 1,029 going on the floor. That means next week, potentially could be the start. After next week could be the start of the Vault Series. Maybe. Stay tuned. Did you check it? Looking good? This monitor. All right. Right to it. Who tarped this? Who tarped this? This is not good over here. This is, I would put it in subpar tarping. Your Monday mystery game, number 1,029, unprecedented. Never has there been 1,029 unique arcade games in any arcade ever, which is why I say often the largest arcade of all time and in the world. It's pretty good. For an arcade to be around as long as we've been around, there's been arcades since decades. Well before the 80s, there were pinball arcades. To be the largest ever, that's pretty good. Your Monday mystery game, number 1029, is none other than Sengeki Striker. Released from Kaneko back in 1997. Now, I want to see something. I need to set this bar. I know we've got some phenomenal shmups players. And I think I'm looking at one right now who's kind of looking at, he's gravitated up to the front of the line. I like some for former Game of the Year, Jamie Tibbetts. No. I insist that this is. Have you heard of Sengeki Striker?
I don't think I have, actually.
All right. That is what I'm. We'll do. So I want to see something here first. I want to say I'm so excited to see this. What happens right here? This is kind of like, this is exactly what I wanted to have happen, and it's happened. So Sengeki Striker, very straightforward shmup. No auto fire. I know that's not how Tibbetts likes it. And this is one. I'm excited. This is starting on level 1, as we do. Visually, this game absolutely beautiful. But wait till you start seeing this level 1 bullet pattern stuff that's going to be coming up. Multicolored bullets, blue, red, and maybe some purple, using that bomb. So you can defeat those larger enemies. Wow, that was close. That's a big enemy floating there. A bomb doesn't even get him off the screen. Those little drones can take hits. So it's important to understand how they work. And there's 2 sets of them. There's Vulcan and Laser, and they operate differently. All right, Tibbetts going down once already. There's a lot of bullets coming for him right there. This is level 1. This is like, welcome to Sengeki Striker. Now, you guys haven't done anything wrong. I'm not punishing everybody with a game this difficult. But this game seems like it is unusually difficult. There's a Japanese version and the Asia board sets. This is on the Kaneko Supernova hardware.
Please tell me this is on hard settings.
This is on normal.
Oh, great. Hot damn.
All right. That is what I wanted to see. What'd you think?
That was insanely hard.
It is tough.
Right, I like it. I like it.
All right. You'll be back on it?
I mean, I didn't even pass level 1. That's insane.
There's a big enemy on the screen, though. That's not the boss.
I know I didn't even get to the boss. That's crazy.
That's the mid-boss. All right. That is what I like to see. Let's put it back, and let's put up a bet. Let's see before the end of the stream, will anybody get past level 1? Bet is going up. Oh, I like that face on James White's face. Jimbo Slice making a challenge accepted face. We're going to see. That looked like some determination on your. I don't know what that was.
I'm just happy you said something good to this about a C2E2. My friends at work have been asking me to ask you, so.
All right, well, let's see how you do on Sengeki Striker. Hold on. He's doing no, he could start. Will anybody beat level 1 on stream?
I'm not guaranteeing. This seems hard.
Jimbo Slice.
Game.
Maybe he's never heard of it. He's never played it. He's a shmups guy.
King of shooting games like this.
He got
I'll try if I do. Oh my God.
first play. What did he get? 47th?
All right. Oh my God. Well,
Some interesting scoring. There seems like I was playing this. I was going through the vaults trying to figure out, this kind of a selfish one. I wanted to see what. I went looking for something that I wanted to play. And we picked this board up. Had passed on it a handful of times. But I saw it on auction and kind of revisited it. And it's like, man, that seems really difficult. And that's why we got it. And it did not disappoint at all. I wanted a challenging shmup. And this one fit that build.
Jesus Christ.
There's those drone ships, and sometimes with the Vulcan shot, they fly off on their own and do good damage, but when they fly off on their own, they're leaving you unprotected. The lasers seem to a little bit more formational, and they stick a little closer to you. Good use of the bomb. The harder of the versions. There's the Japanese version and the Asia version. This one, the more difficult. The Kaneko Supernova hardware, almost like a cartridge-based system. Oh. Jimbo getting shot down before the mid-boss. All right. Rough?
Oh, brother.
It is a tough one.
Well, at least I had good news about C2E2. But
We'll see. We'll see. C2E2 news coming up as it develops. We'll keep everybody posted. Who's stepping up next? Come on up. Have you played Sengeki Striker?
No, I have not.
All right, it is tough. Good luck. See how she does. Stage 1-1. The power-ups literally do not stay on the screen for very long. They come and go. Like if you... A lot of shmup players can be, shall we say, a bit greedy. Power-ups will get on the screen and they race up to them. This one you have to be, because if you don't get them quick, they're going to be gone. Oh. That is a lot of bullets, and the bullets are tiny. They are no joke. Waffles, where's the bet looking like? It's a high score, 1,597,730. Tough, huh?
That's a lot. Jesus.
It is a tough game. It is. Who's stepping up next? Ed stepping up. Have you played Sengeki Striker?
I have not, but you know me, I'll never shy away from good shmup.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, I've never heard of it.
All right, well, let's see how you do. Tibbetts over there, Charles Bronsoning it, giving it that look like it's not really liking it. It's not liking it because it's not a great game, but not liking it because the things it done to him. It may be some vendetta that he's got to come back. That mid-boss didn't even get a shot off yet. He was just rolling up. Some interesting scoring techniques. You know, that was a big score on that big enemy, 782,000. But sometimes it'll be half that. And you know, I don't know this game very well. I believe there kind of feels like there's some depth with how you defeat enemies. Just watching the scoring, I can't tell you what it is yet, but I think there's more to this game than we know. What'd you think?
It's fun. It's got a lot of bullets flying at you, so you got to be careful.
All right, you be back on it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who's stepping up next? Jamie Tibbetts, Charles Bronson, drawing up on him. Are you going any different strategy? Have you noticed anything different between the Vulcan and the
No.
laser?
I think I like the Vulcan better. I think.
So you did notice that the Vulcan goes off on its own.
Yeah.
All right. They do not give you a lot of going Vulcan and then powering up. It's a pretty widespread shot. King, thank you for the raid. Not too many people that we tell everybody to follow. But the King Cam Blackman is one that you should be following right here on Twitch. Always putting up solid streams. Pillar of the community. So make sure you're following the King Cam Blackman right here on Twitch. Powering up. That's some laser firepower going on.
I don't like
Really cool. I like those little details, like the planes They don't just burst apart, they drop. Bombing. The bombs only really seem to do the damage of what the actual artwork is touching. So if you're bombing, you can bomb to get rid of... Oh, it is tough. What'd you think?
I tried to learn some stuff and I learned nothing.
It is hard. It is hard.
I don't know how to stay alive and I don't know how to score points. Neither.
I'm really... Waffles wanting up. What's the bet? Jimbo Slice going back up. All right, he's stepping back up.
All right. This is my last play. And I have some news to nothing about C2E2. Nothing.
87.
All right.
GGA Jeremiah, the talent, betting big. Betting 10 big points. Marcus betting 30,000. Stephen Lucas betting 5. Was Stephen Lucas betting nobody's doing it? Betting 5,000 points that nobody's doing it. Let's see if Jimbo Slice. I'm going to start calling him Jim for short.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Fear Dreadster saying the first stage is long. I don't know if it's that long. Just nobody's getting very far.
Oh my God.
That's one of the hard things of dropping a bomb, spending a bomb, and not even getting an enemy to go away. Like not a boss, just a just a random larger enemy. Wow, this is interesting. Jimbo Slice getting to the mid boss, taking him down, still going.
Holy crap.
Getting further than Tibbetts
I don't understand
on
this.
his second playthrough, clearing the boss, the mid-boss. Interesting. The real boss is coming. Here he is.
I'm doomed.
Threading the needle.
Oh no.
That's some bullets. Come on now. There's no getting through that. What'd you think? Getting to that first to get to the boss of people that we've seen.
All right. No comment. But I will say this. Nothing to do with theater. Eventually down the road, now my parents have a summer cottage, Michigan. There is an arcade called Classic Arcade 3.0. I will make a visit there one of these days. I'll let you know when I go.
All right. All right. Who's stepping up next? Andrew. He's no stranger to shmups. Have you heard of Sungeki Striker?
Of course not. Nobody's heard of this game.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, only because you own it.
I went deep into the vaults to find this 1997 Kaneko Classic. That
This game before you purchased it? Were you familiar at all with it?
I had seen it, and it was, I had to see it twice for sale. And the second time I saw, the first time I researched it a little bit, and I was like, I don't know. Second time I saw it, I was looking at it with different eyes and was like, wow, this looks brutally hard. And it made me want to get it. And, I was playing it all day. I'm loving it. I love a difficult shmup, and this is that. So let's see how it's not a lot of strat. It's just be good, dodging those bullets, know when to use your bombs.
Which button's the bombs, right or left? Blue's bombs, red's just fire. Is it auto fire or no? No.
And never the two questions that I just heard. Is there auto fire? No. There's no auto fire on this.
This reminds me of Ultra Tsukan Densetsu. Or no, Ultra X weapons. A little bit.
Ultra Weapons X.
Yes.
It's
graphic-wise.
graphically, I would agree. It is very, very, very detailed backgrounds.
Very nice background.
I love when they show depth to the backgrounds. Like you're seeing some layers within the game. Like you're seeing much further and underneath. I love that the ground units take so many hits. They're like, no, those are tanks. You're not blowing them up with one or two shots. Maybe 3 or 4 if you're powered up. It feels like a hard Topolin game. This, the version from Asia. The Japanese version, difficult. The Asia version, downright hard. Andrew doing well. It's a lot of bullets, At the mid-boss, those bombs, if the front half of the enemy, Andrew out of the box, besting both Tibbets and James on the out of the box score. I always love seeing a player do well on the out of the box score because it tells a lot. Andrew threading the needle. Oh, he was so close. Very good. What'd you think?
It's brutal as I was told. That first life I lost pretty lousy. Had I gotten in front of the first life, I might have been able to take out the first boss. But it is brutally hard. The first level, they throw a lot at you right off the bat. So.
All right, you'll be back on it?
Yeah, I'll give it another go later.
All right. See who's stepping up next. Up. Jeff Lucas. Stepping up. What is up, man? Have you played Sungeki Striker?
All the time.
Really?
You can probably shut the stream off for this quick moment here. Grab a sandwich or something.
No. Nothing to see. No. Let's see it. Let's see it. Andrew, no stranger to vertical shmups. I don't know if I'd say it's his favorite genre, but getting the farthest so far and doing it on his first playthrough, liking seeing that. On our
I can't even tell what's going on.
road to Gamer of the Year, you know, I look at who's doing what on their out of the box score. Even second playthrough, I see players already back there running off to the back of the arcade to watch their YouTube videos and get their tech, which is why those out of the box scores very telling. Oh, moving. He was moving too much. What'd you think?
It's very difficult, yes.
That is literally why I bought it. I missed it the first time I watched. When I passed on it and I saw it up for auction again, I was like, wow, this game looks beautiful, but that's not enough. And then I was like, wow, this game looks brutally hard. And I was like, I want to play that.
How far have you gotten on it?
I got to the boss on my first playthrough. And I had a couple of exploratory runs where I wanted to see what was doing what. And I got into level 2 quite a ways. But I had a couple of playthroughs.
Well, that's good, because there's a lot to explore, I'm sure.
There's some strats.
A lot to raise on this thing.
There is where you're going to watch and understanding how the side ships work and what they're going to do. And when they decide to fly out and go attack enemies, you're losing coverage because they can take a hit.
I couldn't tell if they were friend or foe.
I think that's part of the madness of it. That's part of what makes it so difficult. It's like, oh, what's flying around? Oh, that's my guy. And they'll have a bullet right behind them, and sometimes they'll fly off and kind of make you lose track of a bullet.
Well, I think Tibbetts wants a second chance at this, so I will step aside and let him have his moment here.
I believe this is his third attempt. A third attempt. No, you don't know that.
I'm also an exploratory kind of guy. I'm still exploring.
The ship sprite is huge. I like to check things out like, do your side ships power up? Because they give you 3 power-ups right out of the gate. One's a weapon power-up that summons out the side ship, and the other are power-ups. So, like, if you get the power-ups after, does that matter? I couldn't really tell. It's so difficult to glean information as you're playing this game because there's a lot going on. Staying inside the center row of the bullets. The bullets have such a subtle drift to them. There's so many bullets going on. I applaud Kaneko for having 3 color bullets all at once. And literally 2 of them are matching your shot. You've got blue and purple, and your shots are blue and purple. And then the other shot is red. So it's kind of like some amazingly good game design in the fact that they are going after quarters here. But it's so well hidden, you can't argue that the bullets are are hitting you, but they're doing it in a way. That is rough.
Figure it out. I tried laser to see if it was any better. It's not, because it like sometimes fires and sometimes they just sit there and don't fire, and it drives me crazy. I can't figure it out.
So if you watch the intro, they show there, is it a rhythm? Is it the amount of hits that you've hit out there? In the intro, they stop firing when they're attacking. It's perplexing. There's a lot to this game. There's a depth to this game.
I certainly do not understand it.
Could this form because of this game? I would love to see a JT and the Hambone reunion, and this be the game that does it.
That might actually kill me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm good enough. Not very good.
What is that, Russ? Like, are you in top peak schmupping? You're in schmupping performance.
When am I not? Fuck. That game I cannot figure out. I'll be playing it some more tonight.
All right. I'm excited for it. Are you going to JT? Do I call you JT?
After that? No.
Make sure you're following JT and the Hambone on all social media platforms. So I think there's definitely getting the same power up is worth points. Going Vulcan. There's a lot of bullets.
Thank you.
The Vulcan, the power-ups go away very quickly. If you don't grab them, consider them gone. He has an extra bomb now, using it. This seems like a bomb-heavy game. I wouldn't be afraid to use those bombs. We were playing some Dragon Blaze on Thursday. You don't want to do the thing where you go down with bombs on hand. Oh, no. He had bombs on hand. Classic Tibbets. Full stock of bombs. Tibbets Tech.
That's an experimental run.
No, come on. If you're doing...
Did not hit the fire button for like 5 seconds on purpose. The wing guys didn't do anything, but then when I hit the button again, they still didn't do anything. I cannot figure it out.
Well, it's cadence. Is it cadence? Is it enemies hit? He's going back up. He's going back up.
I don't like this. Is it that?
Tibbets putting out the Charles Bronson look. Looking all vendetta-ish. Picking up that power up first. Now, which is if he doesn't get them, they'll go away. They'll show you they don't need to stay around. Oh no. Tibbets picking up all the power-ups at once, going Vulcan. So I'm learning this just like everyone else.
Why'd they stop?
Were you pressing fire? Did you stop firing? They ran out of they're following your lead. They maybe more presses. picture a meter off screen. You're telling them that, oh, that was some good dodge in there. I like that. Threading the needle. Those power-ups. 780,000. But there he only got 20. He got 20 points for dropping an enemy. I don't know. So the laser shots are more of protective shots. They jump out in front and absorb bullets, but if they're absorbing bullets, they can get destroyed. Tibbetts bombing. Going with Vulcan. Oh, that Vulcan power-up going away. Tibbetts missing it. Tibbetts being like, I'll get you later. And that power-up being like, see ya. That might be how the Vault series works. Here's this great game. It's super rare. Nobody comes out to play it. Okay, it's gone. You've missed the opportunity to play it. Beware. There could be a reason why Sengeki Striker is one game away. That is a lot of bullets. Tibbetts using a bomb. Now he's out. He's got 2 lives, so he's doing good. He's still just go in and he could bomb passes. He could do it for all those yes voters. Tibbetts refusing to spend the bombs, but he does it and gets everybody who said yes. What a difficult shmup. First to clear stage 1. Well, you get free lives. So scoring, an integral part of this game. Getting those power-ups, because, oh, that power-up got away. Look at those bonus points he's getting. There's a free life on the line. They want you to stay back. But then, what if you're up front and you're shooting out, putting out more bullets quicker? Would that be better? Oh, so many strategies in this shmup. Good bomb use. The bomb will only get rid of bullets. Like, it only affects the things that you're hitting. Look at those power-ups up there. Calling to him. Threading the needle, missing that power-up. Oh my goodness. Will that cost him? Creeping up on 100. What is that? 100 billion. Is it 100 billion? How many zeros is that? 100 million. I love that the bombs don't even get rid of the mid-range size enemies. Come on. Top score, 97,521,510. What are you thinking?
I still don't know what's going on.
What's your out-of-the-box opinion? Are you liking it? Do you like the difficulty? Is it too much? Too hard? Too easy?
It's too much, but I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'll figure it out.
All right. You know, we've been seeing Tibbetts lurking. I hope this brings him in. Sengeki Striker. Andrew stepping back up. He set that bar. He's like, look, this is how you do it. And then Tibbetts being like, oh, I better get better.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do. I'd love to beat the first boss at least. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Not an easy game.
We'll see what he does.
97 million.
97 million.
Get a new life at 20 million and every 50. All right.
Andrew getting to that boss. Showing him what's up. Putting that bomb out there. It's got some Raiden vibes. It's got like the detail of a Raiden game. I am liking this game. All that debris on the ground. Cool little animation. No bombs, but he's got an extra life. Oh! $300,000. 391. Oh, so good. 11 million. 11,061,710. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
It's brutal. You're spending half the level just threading the needle and dodging stuff. It's tough. I mean, it doesn't let up for more than maybe a second here and there. It's like it's nonstop action. I like it. It's a short game. I don't see anybody coming in here and marathoning or beating this in one credit.
We'll see. See if anybody knows it. Maybe a Pearl or a Zurst. Somebody might know it. Hope everybody enjoyed Sengeki Striker, released from Kaneko back in 1997. We're going to send everybody over to the Andy Social Network. Our first time streaming him. He's streaming some Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So tell him we say hello. Tell him what you've seen here. We'll see everybody on Thursday. Until next time, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Lord BBH, A-Train, Brady, Hater Shack, Ex Mortis, The Real Hammer, Billy Lee, P-Row, Joker, Jazz, Count Pupper, Orlando, Prestige, Slushy, and Roger. Thank you all so much. Until next time, thanks everybody.